no doubt a tough day when you say goodbye to a teammate, but then what did you make of your group effort tonight?
Yeah, I thought, first 40 minutes was pretty solid, and, we're right there, obviously, on the second leg of the back-to-back. I thought we had some good jump, and, they got some skill on that side. They play a really good transition game, and, I just thought we had kind of 5 minutes of, just bad breaks, maybe bad decisions, bad reads, and the puck obviously ends up in the back of your net a couple times, and, that's kind of the game, so... it's obviously tough during this stretch. I mean, it hasn't been easy with the results, the trade deadline, all that stuff. But for us, we just got to find a way to bear down and find a way to get a hold of one of these games and turn the tide.
How much do you feel like the deadline has been weighing on the group?
I mean, it's tough every year, and obviously when you're in this situation, you might be parting with guys. It can definitely weigh on the team, weigh on individuals, and it's just kind of the tough part of the business. You just got to kind of put that, in the back of your mind, just go out there and continue to play.
Kind of 2 games, obviously, without a goal. I'm just wondering how you're handling the frustration of that.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I think these last 3 games I've had a lot of good chances, just, haven't been able to see one go in, but the chances are there. I mean, sometimes you go through these stretches and you just got to grind your way out of them.
Joseph, felt like you guys were in a pretty good spot after 2. How do you think this game got away from the team?
Yeah, just a couple quick goals by them, and that's the game. That's all I got.
How difficult has this stretch been for the team, just being around the 5 around the group? Right
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks losing. It sucks being in this position. I haven't been in this position since I've been here, and it's not fun feeling, like selling or whatever that might be. It sucks. I hate it, and it's way more fun when you're winning. And we have to get out of this slump regardless of what the rest of the season looks like.
What's the biggest takeaway from these games post-Olympic break?
I'm not too sure at the time. I mean, obviously we're not pulling out the wins at the end of the day, and I don't want to speak, as a group. I think it's more in tune to speak for myself. I don't think my performance has been where I wanted as well. So that's frustrating at the end of the day, and feels like this season we've been right there in a lot of games, and just can't close them out. So yeah, that's frustrating.
How hard is it to keep it out of your mind, the uncertainty? You're just talking about there being kind of on the team that's selling. Like, how hard is it to deal with that?
Yeah, I don't pay attention to it too much, so I don't know what I don't pay attention to the details of it. So I keep just being around whoever's going or whatnot. Like, that sucks. It's part of the business, I know, but anytime there's that possibility looming, it's not fun.
Human nature can suggest when you get into a situation like this, it'd be a bit of a snowball effect in terms of just being down on yourselves. What's the key to finding something to build positivity off?
Yeah, I think one thing I preach a lot is trying not to focus too much on the results as best you can, even when things feel pretty bad. I think it's important as much as you can to focus on the process and pull wins out of that. So I think that's what I try to resort to, and whether things are going well or things are going poorly. So I think that's where I keep my head.
Just the idea that a good start, but yet a tough finish. How did this one get away from you?
Yeah, it's 2-2 going in third, and shot ourselves in the foot, and basically gave them the win and 2 points that we really needed.
How difficult has today and maybe just the last couple of days been trying to block out the noise, and yet today you say goodbye to a teammate?
Yeah, it's hard, but it's our play that put us in this position. We just have to do our best out there, and there's nothing else we can do.
How much do you think it's worn on the group, this trade deadline coming up?
Yeah, obviously. Not to start where we wanted after the break, obviously, and it's just frustrating. Just gotta, keep going. Don't have much to say.
What's the biggest takeaway from these games post-Olympic break?
There isn't much, you know. Like I said, it's frustrating. You know, we need to be better, and we all know that. And just gotta dig in.
How frustrated were you when your stick gets slashed out of your hand there, and they go down and score? They like how you describe your emotions in that moment.
Yeah, obviously, I mean, I have an empty net, and they miss a slashing call there. We were still being 2 back, but you know, at least we would have a chance. So it's frustrating, but you know, can't do much about it.
You probably liked the start, but didn't like the finish. Where did it kind of shift or change from your group?
Yeah, I'm not sure why. You know, we got away from things in the third, and obviously they built some momentum, made some plays, but hard to explain why. You know, where our game was doing some good things through the first 2 periods, and in a pretty good spot going into the third. Opportunity to, you know, snap the skill we kind of been on, and unfortunately we did not respond the right way.
You won't
How
make
hard has it been to
excuses,
see
but
Scott
definitely to.
and-
Go ahead.
I was just saying, how hard has it been to see Scott, Bobby, and Oliver out, and knowing what that could mean?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, tremendous people, great players, been contributors for us all year. So, circumstances we're in, you go out there and you compete and you play and you keep fighting, you never quit.
How do you find some positivity at a time like this? And where do you find it?
Well, obviously we are where we are, so we can, you know, feel sorry for ourselves and be disappointed, or we can stick together and continue to fight our way through things, and you know, try to build, you know, from where we're at, and obviously there's a certain standard and expectation that we want to have, and the type of culture that's really important, and that's been, you know, built over a long time, where we've been, you know, obviously in the mix in contention, and right now we're on the outside, and that's not something you take lightly, and the professionalism and the work behind the scenes, and you know, the type of team that we want to be and how we stick together and how you continue to work through things. So I think that's, you know, really important going forward, that it's not about feeling sorry for yourself or being disappointed where you're at. We are where we are. We have to continue to fight and work through things and find ways to get better, and obviously, you know, we have a veteran team. We've shown some good hockey throughout this season, and hasn't been consistent enough, obviously. But I think we should understand the way that we need to play, the habits you build daily, and how we have to stick together.
Why do you think the standard is slipped here of late?
Well, I mean, obviously, we just haven't been able to put 60 minutes together, and obviously, there's, you know, the elephant in the room with what's coming to tomorrow, and you know, that doesn't just affect us. That's you know, all 32 teams in the league, but you know, we have to continue to stick with it, and you know, work as a team, work on the areas that we have to get better at to execute better, the level of play that we need to be at, so you know, we can find ourselves on the right side of these results.
See it change for your group tonight?
First shift of the third period, you know, just didn't come out with the intensity and directness that we needed, and you know, shot ourselves in the foot. This, you know, it's been a few times that this happened, so thought for 40 we were good. Second period was really good, but we weren't ready to roll in the third to play the right way and win the game.
The losing is just kind of catching up to guys, and the fragility maybe at times.
Well, whether it is or not, I mean, we're pros. We're all you know, we all have to do our job, and you know, you got to just stick with the plan, and we don't, and this is what happens. So give up odd man rushes in the third. Never gave up one the whole game, and then we give up, I don't know, 2 or 3 that period. That's in our net a couple times, and then in the third period, it's just a commitment to doing things hard and blocking shots and things like that. And we didn't do it, and they scored.
You mentioned this has happened a few times this season. Are you frustrated at all with?
Definitely frustrated, pissed off. You know, it's you know, the games are right there, and you know, we don't push as a team hard enough to win them.
Do you sense any give up in the team when things start to go south during the game?
I don't think it's give up. I think it's like it happened quick tonight. I'm not going to go back through all the games, but it happened quick tonight, and it's, you know, we didn't. Yeah, they scored a goal, Well, we need a big shift, the next shift, and we need to go do something and just put some pressure on them and get another one. You know, we did dumb things, and again, it's just, you know, we didn't sacrifice enough in the third period to win a hockey game.
You pulled the
Last
goalie
one
pretty
you guys-
early. Just I'm
Yep.
wondering, like, is that a message
Well,
you're trying to send? To
No, five something, right? We had a face off. Try to get a quick one. You know, you never know. So, you know, not going to just not pull my. I'm not going to give up. I'm just not going to do that. So that's why I did that.